guys, how's everybody doing tonight? It is nighttime, by the way. It's actually 11 o'clock at night. I'm trying to get what I can done on the rear end. I'm trying to get it cleaned up the best I can so I can start getting it, you know, primed and painted and all that stuff. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the rear end. It's a 373 for those of you that don't know. It was all kinds of gunk, like oil and blah 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 all up in here. I've taken a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and cleaned it out the best I can. I've got some cleaner over there that I'm going to try to use afterwards. I've also, you know, I've got the backing plate off. I bought some new oil for it. I bought some ADW90. Also, check this out. Let me turn the flashlight off here. I don't know if you guys can really see all that. You see all that metal shavings? Well, if the camera will focus. It's not going to. There's a lot of metal shavings in there. There's actually what looks like, no, it's just something else. But yeah, there's a lot of metal shavings in there. But like I said, I've already checked the rear end out, like all the way around. It all looks good. The mechanisms look good. Everything looks good inside. So I'm just going to clean the outside up the best I can. Get the old seal off, put a new seal on, put the backing plate back on, and I'm going to get it all painted up. So I'll bring you guys back shortly. Okay guys, so I got it cleaned up. I've got it primered, or I got most of it primered. I still need to flip it over and primer the bottom side. I've got 2 coats on it already. I'm going to put one more coat on the top, let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the bottom side. I'm also going to paint the backing plates. That way they hopefully don't rust. So, but it's looking good, guys. It really is. I need to get the backing plate cleaned up, get the old seal off of there, get it put back on, get it sealed back up, all that. So we'll probably do that right now. Okay guys, so I've got the 3rd coat on it of primer. I went ahead and sprayed the back plates. I've got the backing plate, or the cover on it already too. So now I just gotta wait for that to dry, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to fill it up, finish off painting it, and maybe get it under the Blazer. Okay guys, I let the primer dry overnight. It's definitely going to need another coat on the backing plates and on the back cover. I still need to flip it over and paint the bottom because I haven't done that yet. So let's go ahead and just throw another coat on this and let it dry. Okay guys, so as you can see, I put another coat of primer on it. That is like the 4th coat, I believe. So that will be the last coat. It does look pretty decent. I mean, I'm just pretty much just trying to, you know, keep it from rusting. I am going to be using, let's see what I do with it. Here it is, I think. Yeah. I am going to be using undercoating to paint it with. Rust-Oleum undercoating. That's what I'm going to be using to paint it with. The caliper, or the drums, I don't know what I'm going to paint those with just yet. I don't know if I'm going to just clean them up. I've got some red caliper paint. I might try to paint them red, or I might just spray them black. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know, because the wheels that I'm putting on them, you won't really be able to see the calipers or the drums, so I don't think it'll really matter. So I might just spray them black and be done with them. But I definitely am going to clean them up, because they are, you know, rusty and crusty. So yeah, I'll definitely get these cleaned up the best I can, and then primer those, and then paint them, and so on and so on. I've already cleaned all this here the best I can, you know, just by spraying brake cleaner. I'm going to try to get in here, get all this stuff out, and with a brush or whatever. I'm going to change the spring kit, because I've got a new spring kit for them. So I'll change all that out. And then I also need to get this piece here fixed. The bracket that holds the brake piece on. I cannot get that damn bolt out. I'm gonna have, because every time I try to take the bolt out, the bracket keeps bending. So I need to find a way to actually like hold this tight. I've got a vise, but I don't have it mounted to anything, so I don't think it'll really do any good. But I need to get this out so I can get it put back on the rear end there. But anyways, guys, that's where I'm at right now. I'll bring you back here in a little bit whenever I go to paint. I want to flip this upside down so I can get the bottom of it primered, and then start painting it. So I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Okay guys, so I went ahead and flipped it over and went ahead and painted or primered the bottom. Actually forgot to do the brake line. Okay, so that's done. So I'll let this dry for a little while, and then it'll be time to spray the undercoating on it and get her done. So I'll bring you guys back in a few. Alright guys, so I got the bottom part of it painted. I thought I was recording whenever I was painting it, but something happened and it kicked my camera off, so it didn't record. So that kind of sucks, but I do got the bottom part of the rear end painted. I just gotta wait for it to dry, and then I'll paint or flip it over and paint the top part. So far it looks really good. I'm liking the way it looks. So alright guys, I'm gonna let this dry for a while, and then I'll bring you back so we can paint the top part. Okay guys, so we got the bottom part of it done. Now it's time to spray the top part and start getting it put back together. Also, whenever I got the rear end, I had only got one drum with it. I didn't know that the drums were different from year to years, so I took the drum off the 84 rear end I had, or 85, yeah, it was the 85 rear end that I was using. So I took that drum off the old rear end that I had, and they're different. They are totally different. The rears are different. I'll put pictures here so you guys can see them. But as you can see, they're different. So I need to go to the junkyard tomorrow and see if I can't find a 96 plus rear drum, because that's what this rear end is from, is a 96 plus. So we'll see if we can't find one tomorrow. We'll go to the junkyard. So let's get this done. Alrighty guys, she's done. Now I just gotta let her dry, find the other drum for it. I still need to get that piece over there off that bracket. I'm gonna cut these back some more too, because I'm not using the e-brakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video, and there'll be a part 2 to it. The part 2 will be of me at the junkyard trying to get the other drum and getting it painted and getting, you know, stuff like that. So be prepared for a part 2, guys. Okay guys, so after checking the Blazer, I won't have to go to the junkyard. The white Blazer actually has the same drums, as you can see back here. It's got the same drums. So I'm gonna pull this one off, see if I can't get it cleaned up, and go from there with it. I don't know. I might end up still going to the junkyard just to see what they got, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off and see if I can't get it cleaned up and sanded and blah blah blah. Get all those rust and all that stuff off of it. So, alright guys, thanks for watching.